Yo, what's up guys? It's been Elijah, back with another video. Today is June 26, 2026, and this is going to be a very important video, okay? This might be my last video for a while. Not ever, but just for a little bit. You know, take a little break from just things, from just predictions and whatnot. But, so a lot of things been going on. I want to talk about the weather and the earth real quick and the shift. So yesterday, there was 4 earthquakes back to back. One in Japan, a minor earthquake in California, and 2 massive earthquakes in Venezuela. 7.2, I think, and 7.5 back to back. And man, the devastation is just, it's crazy. I'm sending good energy and prayers and peace to Venezuela. They're saying that nearly 600 people have lost their lives. Nearly 600 people have been taken out by these earthquakes, and at least 100,000 people are missing and injured. Okay, probably more. So it's probably more people dead and more missing. But guys, it's been really crazy. Also, mega heat wave in Europe. Europe is baking right now. I'm baking right now. It's hot. Right now it's about to storm as well. But Europe, really bad heat wave. There's a wildfire warning in Poland. And then in France and the UK are experiencing the hottest days they've ever experienced. Yes, I know it's summertime, but man, it's different. The planet is changing, and the planet is forcing us to change with it. I'm telling you, man, the Earth, Mother Nature, is a conscious thing. It's consciousness. And, you know, God is definitely involved. And God is trying to test us and change us, what I believe. And, you know, the sun is affecting us as well. So everything's changing and shifting. But yeah, so Europe is usually mostly cold, right? But now they're like in a giant heat dome, baking. And they're getting this heat from the Sahara in Africa. So I know in France, the other day was 111 degrees. 111 degrees, man. That is like crazy. That's like death heat, bro. That is like death heat. So it's been very hot over there in the UK and France. People have been collapsing. It's packed outside in rivers and ponds and whatnot. People trying to escape the heat and go into the water. So all of Europe experiencing a massive heat wave. And also you had the storm last week, and there's been really bad flooding in Mississippi. So all of this is happening from the El Nino effect as well. Remember, we are getting the super El Nino, and it's causing things to go in chaos. We got these storms, heat waves, earthquakes. We just had an earthquake in the Philippines earlier this month. So I got a feeling there's gonna be more earthquakes coming pretty soon. And also, you know, more intense heat. Okay, and honestly, man, I feel like the heat wave in Europe isn't gonna end. I feel like next month, the heat might go up to 120 degrees. That's what came to me, 120. And over here in Florida, it's gonna go up as well. But right now, it's about to storm. And these storms have been crazy. They've been like mini hurricanes. And that's next too. Watch, the hurricanes are coming. And I feel and I predict that in July, the first storm is gonna form and hit. Okay, so watch my natural disaster video, my predictions for natural disasters for this year, and my predictions for July, August, September through December, and my July 4th predictions, very important video, and my other videos as well. You know, reviews to movies and shows, predictions is all there. But it's a lot going on, and things are just getting started. Also, this Sunday, I believe, is the full moon in, I think, Cancer. It's the full moon. And then also retrograde, Mercury retrograde starts next week. So we have that, and July 4th. The biggest 4th of July ever, the biggest celebration of the year is next Saturday, man. Be safe and be careful. I got family going on vacation that week. I may or may not go. I want to go, but at this point, it's probably too late. But just stay safe. Family, friends, everyone. Stay safe. Protect your energy. Protect yourself. It's a lot going on with the weather, the wars, the World Cup, aliens, celebrations. It's a lot going on. So just be safe and be careful. And you know, with the war, they're not really showing you, but the war in Ukraine is getting much worse. It's very bloody, man. This war in Ukraine is very, very intense and bloody and gruesome. Like 1,000 people are dying a week or a month from both sides. And right now, Ukraine is like firing attacks towards Moscow. And then there's like attacks being planned or happening for Crimea. All right. So, and also there was like 500 drone strikes, man. 500 drone strikes happening. So this war in Ukraine, I think it's coming to an end, I believe, by August. Russia and Ukraine. And I have a strong feeling that the US and NATO are going to have a part in this and get fully involved. Because things are getting intense and amplifying with this Russia-Ukraine war. And I think Putin's going to do something. I think he's going to do something to end the war quick. Either take out Zelensky or do something, and the US and NATO are going to get involved. But I definitely feel like things are amping up and this war is coming to an end. So depending on who you are, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, the war in Ukraine is getting intense. It's amping up. You also got the whole Iran situation going on. Got this fly coming after me. Man, these deer flies are insane. These yellow deer flies, I hate these flies. I don't know why God created these flies. I know why. I know everything has a purpose, but these flies are just like demonic, man. They don't stop. They are 10 times worse than mosquitoes, and their bite is so much worse, and it's just like so bad. But anyway, now the World Cup. So there's this Brazilian chick, right? She a psychic, and she predicted that an alien invasion will happen Wednesday at the World Cup, Brazil and Scotland. She saw these spaceships attacking people and abducting people, and inside them was the reptilians and greys. Nothing happened. I was watching it, waiting for something to happen. Nothing happened. So, I mean, I don't know her. I don't know much about her, but she has 24 million followers. So if she wasn't making it up, I mean, I feel bad for her because, like, you know, when you have predictions that don't come true, people laugh at you, say, oh, you're wrong if it don't happen. But I think her prediction could still happen, but not in the way that she thinks. It could happen, like, at a different game or a different date. Because sometimes I get that too. Sometimes I'll predict things and it doesn't happen the way I see it. It'll happen the way I see it, but it'll happen like a different day or month. But I still see the same thing happening, if that makes sense. So she could still be right. We'll see. Honestly, man, I had my doubts. I didn't think she would. I didn't believe her prediction. I didn't. But I'm open-minded to see what happens. You never know. But yeah, nothing happened, man. Nothing happened in Miami with the alien invasion. But that's coming, man. July, this is it. I'm telling you, July, you're going to see like full disclosure of aliens and UFOs. And I do have a feeling, I do predict that there's going to be a alien invasion, a fake alien invasion. They're going to stage it to make it seem like it's really aliens, really is the government. So I see this happening possibly next month. I do see more alien UFO sightings happening across the world next month for sure, especially in Australia and Canada. Some of the UFOs out here are real and fake. It's both. It's us and it's aliens. It's both sides. So yeah, you will see more aliens and UFO sightings happening next month in July. And this person I watched said that there could be an alien invasion or thing happen at the World Cup like next month. So we'll see. But this is what I feel is going to happen. I feel and I predict that July 4th, something could happen. There could be an attack of some sort. Okay, and the World Cup is also games on July 4th. So they're cutting the grass, make sure they're not coming over here. But the World Cup games also happen on July 4th. So something could happen that day. And it could involve July 4th, the World Cup, the war in Iran. Just watch my video on July 4th predictions. And I predicted that something big could happen, around July 4th or during the World Cup. That could be alien related, UFO related, or I feel like a T attack. Okay? I just see something happening. There's so much happening right now. It's kind of crazy to think that nothing would happen. So much is happening back to back to back. Hey, Clive Davis died. I mean, good riddance. Clive Davis is gone. Okay? He wasn't a good person fully. He was involved in Whitney Houston's passing. I gotta do my research on Clive Davis. And yes, he was connected to Puff Daddy. Clive Davis, he looked like a vampire too. And he talked like a vampire. Oh yeah, so I really love Puffy and the music industry. So yeah, Clive Davis passed. So he gone. I just know for a fact they're gonna tribute him at the BET Awards today. Michael Jackson is 17 years ago, yesterday, MJ passed. Crazy. I remember that day too. I was 9 years old. It was like the world just stopped. It's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Michael Jackson. I had a dream last night that I was like dancing like Michael Jackson. I had the glove, I had the hat, I was playing the music. I was dancing like Michael Jackson and stuff. But yeah, I have to get me a Michael Jackson t-shirt or something. But ever since the movie, I've been playing MJ, Janet Jackson, and just overall 80s music since I've seen the movie. Like, I just can't stop. It's the Michael Jackson effect. But can't wait for part 2. But yeah, so again, be safe during July 4th. This is the biggest celebration yet. 250 years of America. Again, I live in a very conservative part of Florida. So where I live at, man, it's gonna be crazy. Like non-stop mega fireworks, parties, barbecues. I know my neighbor's gonna go wild. So I live in a very conservative part of Florida, so it's gonna be off the chain over here. But and even like the week after is gonna be crazy. So you have that going on. But yeah, that's what I feel could happen next month during July 4th. I do see an attack happening. Also, I do feel like they could do like a thing for the World Cup where it's like the USA versus Iran. They could do that and have something happen and start some mess and some chaos. And then sort of big old thing happen. So all I'm gonna say is it's a lot going on. 4th of July, World Cup. It's just the thing that nothing would happen seems kind of weird, because I just feel like something's gonna happen. All right, that's all I say. But yeah, I've been watching the World Cup, man. I'm going with France. I'm going with France. I do want Turkey to win. I did want Haiti to win, but they lost. I do want Mexico to win. But I think right now I'm going all in with France and then the Netherlands. Okay? So hopefully in the finals, it's like France versus maybe USA. I just want France to win. I like Mbappe. So I've been watching the games here and there. I've been watching Iran games, Saudi Arabia, Canada, Sweden, Switzerland, Senegal. So just games here and there, like when I can. But yeah, man. So with me, I've been going through it too lately. I've been like depressed some days, man, and had like a mini mental breakdown, kind of. I don't know. I realized that I gotta be myself. I realized I'm just tired of just, trying to live someone else's life and copy other people. And I realized that certain things in my life just aren't working for me. I thought they were, but they aren't. And it's working for this person, but not for me. And I realized, who I am, what I want in a life, and just career changes and just, different stuff. So trust me, I've been going through it here and there. Some days I'd be just so depressed. I just want to just crash out. Seriously, I just want to just let it all out. Some days I'd be happy. I feel good. I got this new job, so learning new things, dealing with that. Just trying to figure out different stuff, But, but hey, we all going through it. If it ain't money, it's a divorce. If it ain't a divorce, it's someone's going bankrupt. If it ain't that, someone just lost someone. If it ain't that, someone just lost their house. So I guess what I realized that gives me kind of peace is like we're all going through something together, even when it's different things. So just know that, if someone seems like perfect and they're always smiling, they're going through something as well behind closed doors. So, but just stay positive during this time period, during this shift, because this is a really big shift that's happening right now, man, with the planet. And I feel like if you don't vibrate high, you're gonna die. Like I don't want to say it like that, but it's what came to me. Vibrate with the planet, vibrate high, because nature is like evolving right now, man. And you got these pole shifts, and then the El Nino, and then solar flares coming down to Earth. So we're being guided towards a different timeline to change for the better. And it's going to be tough. Trust me, it is tough. And this may be the only path we got to take to really change, and like for the planet to change to a new reality, new world. It's a little bumpy, but I guess it's the path. So, but yeah, so it was crazy when I saw that four earthquakes back to back. 2 in Venezuela, man. So Venezuela, first they got Trump, and then now they got the earthquakes. And yeah, but I got a feeling this ain't the end with the earthquake. I just don't. I feel like more earthquakes are coming in the U.S., maybe Brazil, and maybe other places as well. But I just feel like this isn't the end with these earthquakes. So maybe the big one might hit in California and San Andreas Fault. It might hit. I've been hearing a lot of talks about that lately. But so yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Yeah, this might be my last video for now with predictions, because I pretty much have said everything that needed to be said, and I pretty much predicted everything that needed to be predicted. So I might just make this my last prediction video or spiritual video for now. And maybe I'll just do reviews to movies and shows. I have been watching House of the Dragon. Season 3, Game of Thrones House of the Dragon. I'm locked in. I'm so excited. This is like the best season so far. The first episode, hands down, 9.5 out of 10. I loved it. So I can't wait for more episodes. I'm watching Love Island. I am watching Love Island. I'm watching the World Cup. And then I do want to see The Odyssey. I want to see Spider-Man, Evil Dead, Burn, Insidious, all the good movies coming out this summer. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll just continue reviews to movies and shows. But it's like when I get these messages from God, from my higher self, it's like I get excited to make these messages and make these videos, and I just feel like I gotta get it out there, and I feel the call, so I'll just make the video, and I do enjoy it. I do. It just sometimes it can be very tiring and exhausting, so that's why I feel like I need a break for a little while. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. So, but just check out my other videos on my channel, and see how things go. But also, I did see that Bolivia is having a food shortage, a food crisis over there in Bolivia, and then Ebola is spreading. Ebola is spreading outside of Africa. There's one person that has it in France, a doctor, and that's all I know so far. A doctor went to Congo from France. He got sick. So watch my Ebola prediction video. All the answers are right there in that video about Ebola. So yeah, during this time period, with these storms, with the earthquakes, with these wars, with Donald Duck, with everything going on in the world, just like I said, stay balanced and focus on the positive things. Meditate, get massages, stretch, work out, do things to really improve your mental and emotional health during this time period, because it's very needed. Get out in nature, get outside into the sun, spend time around animals, and really do things that are therapeutic. Talking to people, enjoying your favorite food, exercise, reading, meditating, praying, driving somewhere. Anything that helps you improve and feel better, just do it. Long as it's not anything bad, like drugs or anything. I won't do that. But just improve yourself during this time period, because summer is here and retrograde is coming, and we're going through a really, really big shift and change, and just consciousness and planets and everything is shifting and changing chaotically right now. And just stay balanced, but enjoy life and travel and do things. So, and that's the thunder, and the storm is coming. So that's what I'm doing, just trying to do things to improve my overall health, and figuring out things, and just thinking about starting over with certain things in my life and make some changes. So I've been having a lot of epiphanies and just breakdowns, and just I'll admit, some days I want to cry, because some things I just feel like things aren't working for me, because there are certain things that I want and I've been asking God for, and there are certain things I've been manifesting, and I tend to compare myself to other people sometimes, and I gotta stop doing that. And I get very impatient. I'm a fire sign. I'm an Aries, so I get very impatient. So I got a hard time being patient, and I get upset and I get sad when things don't happen the way I want it to happen. I know things happen on divine time, but sometimes it can be so just frustrating, because you want it to happen now. So I'm learning to be more patient and with things that I want, and to just, everything else. But things are working in my favor. I just gotta keep saying that and, realize that, and stop comparing myself to different people. But like I said, I'm going through a change myself, just changing things and what I want in life and where I want to live and type of people I want to be with, and career. So I'm just thinking about different things, how to improve myself, and but yeah. So like I said, we all going through something. But anything else I want to talk about real quick before I end this video? I mean, that's pretty much it. So just overall, just be safe next week, because next week is going to be crazy with the World Cup and 4th of July. Man, you may see like a big old celebration like the Knicks, but 10 times bigger. Hey, apparently this is the biggest celebration of America yet. 250 years, okay? So I just know you're going to see the flags, you're going to see the motorcycles, man. It's all going to be out there. The beer, all right? And hey, if that's what you want to do, hey, go have fun and, enjoy yourself. Definitely enjoy yourself during 4th of July. I'm not celebrating because of, obvious reasons, black reasons. But, hey, if you want to go celebrate it, go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Just be careful and protect yourself, protect your energy. And honestly, in my opinion, I just feel like this isn't the best time to be in crowded and to be in large crowds. I just don't feel this is the best time. I know it's the holiday, but I just feel like it's not a good time because, like I said, I just feel like something's brewing up. I feel like something's going to happen, and I don't want anything to happen. But to think that nothing would happen with all this going on, it feels kind of weird, And as far as the aliens, I thought about making an alien prediction video. I might do it, I might not. But I'm just saying more about aliens in this video. As far as aliens and UFOs, I do see July having more sightings. And who knows, if that woman, the Brazilian psychic, she was wrong, but she could still be right. It could still happen. Just a different day. But she said that the Greys and reptilians were in the ships. So, I do have a feeling that at some point in the near future, there's going to be an alien interview. Or like an alien giving a speech. Not now. I say like the next 2-3 years maybe. When people get comfortable to like UFOs and aliens and whatnot. I feel like there's going to be like a alien speech or interview that happens. Maybe by a tall white, like a Nordic being. It has to be like an alien that looks similar to us. So it has to be like a tall white. Or maybe Anunnaki. Maybe a gray, maybe, but I just got this feeling that in the next couple of years there might be like an alien speech to a country, to the world, or an interview. Okay, and also this person I watched, they said that they feel like there will be a Jesus Christ resurrection. Now I do believe in Jesus. I do believe Jesus is the Messiah. He was a black man. I'm actually reading a book about Jesus. It's about the true story of Jesus, and it talks about Paul and everyone else. Elijah. I didn't know Prophet Elijah raised the dead, and I didn't know Jesus had brothers, James and stuff. So it's a pretty good book, based about Jesus being, who he really was, and as a Jew, and him being associated with Muslims and what really happened back then. So it's a pretty good book. But him coming back, I have doubts about that. I do have doubts about him coming back to save us. But if it happens, hey, I'll be like, all right, I was wrong. But apparently, yeah, the person I watched said that there'll be a fake Jesus Christ resurrection during July 4th. So we'll see. There's a lot going on. Got resurrections, aliens, UFOs, storms, so much going on, man. So we'll see what happens. All I say is watch my videos, watch my prediction videos, and just know that things are changing rapidly and the planet is shifting rapidly. It's changing crazy with these earthquakes and these heat waves. Expect more heat waves in July, like in Europe, in America. And I feel like, man, I feel that next month is going to be like dangerous. Like I feel next month it's going to be very, very deadly heat. Okay, so that's what I feel is going to happen. And the war in Ukraine is getting worse. At some point, the U.S. is going to get involved. So, but it would have been cool to see the UFOs live on TV during the World Cup, but at the same time, it's scary because I don't want that to happen to someone getting abducted. You don't know what's going to happen to them. But I would have been, if that did happen, all right, if they actually showed up at the game, I would have been shocked because I didn't believe her at all, and I would have been low-key a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. But if, like I said, she could still be right with her prediction. It could still very well happen. But we'll get through it. We'll get through the shift and next week and everything else. So this year's going by pretty fast. The days are going fast. Like as soon as I wake up, it's like time for lunch. So the days are going fast, weeks are going fast, the year's going fast. Time is speeding up for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is it for this video, guys. Again, this may or may not be my last video, like prediction spiritual wise. We'll see. I might just continue doing reviews to movies and shows, because I pretty much predicted everything that needed to be said so far. Like for the summer, for next week, for the year, for next year. So I don't know what else to really predict or say at this point. But you know, when I get these messages, I get very excited, and I do enjoy making these videos. So I don't know, but guys, stay cool, stay hydrated, drink your water, eat your fruit, take care of your health, protect your energy, and stay safe, and we'll see how things go. All right, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is your man Elijah. I am out. Take care. Peace.